She passed every test: the civics exam, the English test, the FBI background check, the naturalization interview. She walked into a federal building in Los Angeles expecting to raise her right hand, swear an oath, and walk out an American. Instead, she walked out in handcuffs. If you are a naturalized citizen, or you love one, you need to hear what's happening in this country right now, because almost nobody is telling the full story. Welcome back to My Dearly Deported. I bring you the stories the headlines forget, the people behind the policies. And today's story is one of the most important I've ever covered. Between 1990 and 2017, the United States averaged just 11 denaturalization cases per year. 11. But in April of this year, 2026, the Department of Justice confirmed it has identified 384 naturalized Americans whose citizenship it is actively trying to revoke. And USCIS has been ordered to feed the DOJ between 100 and 200 new cases every single month. That's a 20,000% increase. Now, here is what almost no one is leading with. The part you have to understand to make sense of any of this. This isn't just about people who lied on a form. This is about a fundamental redefinition of what American citizenship means. Quick context, because most people watching this don't even know this is legally possible. Denaturalization is when the US government formally strips citizenship from someone who earned it through naturalization. Under federal law, it's supposed to be reserved for fraud, willful misrepresentation, or hiding a serious criminal history during the application. Historically, the bar was almost impossibly high. The Supreme Court demanded clear, convincing, and unequivocal evidence which does not leave the issue in doubt, the same standard prosecutors face in a criminal trial. But in June of 2025, that quietly changed. On June 11, 2025, Acting Assistant Attorney General Brett Shumate sent a memo to every Civil Division employee at the Department of Justice. Denaturalization became a top 5 priority. And crucially, the rules expanded. For the first time, the DOJ began treating crimes committed after naturalization as evidence of fraud committed before it. In plain English, something you do today can now be used to argue you were already untrustworthy years ago when you took the oath, and therefore, your citizenship was never really valid. Then the DOJ made a quieter move that very few people are talking about. They shifted away from criminal denaturalization cases, where you have a constitutional right to a free, court-appointed attorney, and towards civil cases. In civil court, you don't. If you can't afford a lawyer, the government doesn't owe you one. So who is this actually happening to? Some cases are exactly what you'd think. Elliot Duke, a U.S. Army veteran from the UK, was denaturalized after being convicted of distributing child sexual abuse material. Emmanuel Kazim ran an identity theft scheme that victimized over 259,000 people. A married couple from China lost their citizenship for stealing American trade secrets. If your reaction is, yes, those people should face consequences, that's a fair reaction. The DOJ is leading with cases like these on purpose. But the wider campaign? It is sweeping up people who look nothing like them. On April 22, 2025, in New Orleans, a 2-year-old American citizen, identified in court records only as VML, was detained at a routine immigration check-in with her undocumented mother. Her father told ICE she was a U.S. citizen. His lawyer told ICE she was a U.S. citizen. ICE deported her to Honduras anyway. A federal judge, appointed by Trump himself, wrote that he had a strong suspicion that the government just deported a U.S. citizen with no meaningful process. The same day, 3 other U.S. citizen children, ages 2, 4, and 7, were also deported from 2 different families. The 4-year-old had stage 4 cancer. He left without his medication. Then there's Casper Jewel Erickson, no criminal record, married to a U.S. citizen, father of 4. He filed every form correctly. He went to his citizenship interview and never came home. ICE arrested him over a paperwork issue from years prior. His pregnant wife and his children ended up living in an RV. These are the stories that don't make the press release.
Now, here is where it all connects. On his very first day back in office, January 20th, 2025, Trump signed Executive Order 14160, attempting to end birthright citizenship for the children of undocumented immigrants and certain visa holders. Federal judges blocked it immediately, calling it blatantly unconstitutional. The Supreme Court heard oral arguments in Trump versus Barbara on April 1st, 2026. If that order is upheld, an estimated 255,000 babies a year will no longer be born American. So put it together. On one side, the administration is trying to deny citizenship to children at birth. On the other side, it is trying to take citizenship away from people who already earned it. Birthright citizenship targets the future. Denaturalization targets the past. Together, they are one single project. There are roughly 25 million naturalized citizens living in the United States right now. The ACLU has reported that ICE has signaled intent to review the files of 700,000 of them. Immigration attorneys across the country are now telling their clients, green card holders who are ready to apply, to wait, to reconsider, to not draw attention. People who passed every requirement are being told that becoming a citizen might actually make them more vulnerable, not less. A senior attorney at the Immigrant Legal Resource Center put it bluntly, there is real fear in these communities that their naturalization will be stripped from them. If you are a naturalized citizen, please hear me on this. Talk to an immigration attorney. Pull out your old naturalization paperwork and review it carefully. Document your community ties, your work, your family, your life here. And know this, in 2017, the Supreme Court ruled in Maslanjak versus United States that a misrepresentation can only cost you your citizenship if it actually influenced the decision to grant it. A trivial mistake, by itself, is not grounds for losing your citizenship. You still have rights. The Attorney General has said citizenship should be viewed as, quote, a privilege to be earned, not a right to be misused. The Constitution and the Supreme Court for nearly 60 years have said something different. So I want to leave you with the question, is American citizenship a privilege the government can take back whenever it decides you didn't deserve it? Or is it a promise that once given, once earned, once sworn, belongs to you? Tell me in the comments. I read them all. If you've made it this far, subscribe so you don't miss the stories the headlines refuse to tell. And if someone you love came to this country and earned their place here, please share this video with them. I'm signing off. Stay informed, stay together, stay loud.